Hi, boys and girls. Today in science, we're going to be talking about how plants make food. If you have listened to the read aloud, How Plants Make Food, and you have your science workbook and some crayons and a pencil in front of you, then you are ready to begin. If not, pause the video and get ready now. Okay, boys and girls, we're going to talk about how plants get food. And the answer is that they make it. They make it themselves. Unlike people, plants can't just go to the grocery store and pick up a hamburger or pick up something to cook for dinner. They have to make their own food. And they need three things in order to make food. Plants need water in order to make food. They must get an appropriate amount of water every day in order to make the food. What else do plants need? Looking at this picture, oh, if you guess sunlight, sunlight is very important. Plants need sunlight in order to make their food. And then what do you think this is over here? It looks like maybe some wind is blowing. What would we call that, boys and girls? Think back to the lesson that we listened to on the tape. That's right, boys and girls. Plants need air to make food. Plants take these things and in their leaves, they make food for themselves in a process called photosynthesis. Photosynthesis. I want you to say that with me. Photosynthesis. Wow, boys and girls, that's a big science word. Now, I'm going to show you some pictures, and I want you to tell me whether or not plants need these objects to make food. Remember what you need, what you've learned so far in order to answer correctly. Let's take a look. What do you think, boys and girls? Do plants need fruit to make food? No, that's not one of those three things we listed. Oh, I know. Plants need a big glass of milk. No, silly Miss Brockman. Here's a tricky one. Do plants need insects to make food? Now, if you remember, insects are very instrumental in pollination, which means they crawl around on the flowers and they pick up pollen and they distribute it from flower to flower and plant to plant so that plants can make other plants. But no, insects are not needed for plants to make food. Oh, what do we think? Do plants need a kitchen? No, they don't need a kitchen. Their kitchen is right here in their leaves where they mix the sunlight, air, and water together to make their food. Oh, I know. Maybe they didn't need milk, but do you think that a plant needs juice to make food? No, but they do need water. Oh, let's look at this. Do plants need people to make food? No, a plant living on its own out in the wilderness can survive when rain rains on it, sunlight shines on it, and the air blows on it. If you have a plant that lives inside that wouldn't get water or sun any other way, it might need people to help it, but no, plants don't really need people to survive. What about water? Oh, that was an easy one, boys and girls. Plants need water in order to make food. Do plants need snow? No. Boys and girls, most plants don't grow well in the snow. What about sunlight? Oh, we know that plants need sun. They need sun in order to grow, in order to make food, in order to survive. Do plants need animals? Do they need your pets? I would think that as much as Colt likes laying in the plants, he does not help the plants make food. Oh, what about this? Do boys and girls, do plants need a mouth in order to eat their food? No. Again, the plants absorb the water, sunlight, and air in their leaves and in their own little personal kitchens make that food that they need. Last one. Do plants need air to make food? I hope you knew that the answer to that one was yes. All right, boys and girls, I know we're going through this quickly, but let's go ahead and get out our science workbooks and we're going to turn to lesson 5. Lesson 5. And if you look at lesson 5, all you're going to need really is a pencil. Get a pencil or something to write with Miss Brockman's going to read you the questions, and then we're going to circle the answer over here to the side. Number one is plants make food in their, do they make food in their leaves or in their flowers? Great job, boys and girls. Plants make food in their leaves. You guys have been good listeners so far. Now, number two says plants make food with fruit or with air. Is air one of the things that plants need to make food? You got it. Yep, air. Plants make food with water or milk. That's right, boys and girls. Even though we grow strong using a big glass of milk every day, plants need water in order to make their food. Number four, plants make food with insects or sunlight. Oh, we talked about how important that sun was. Let's go ahead and circle the sun. Excellent job. Now I want you to jump down to the bottom into the two boxes, and we're looking at the box with the star in it. And it says, do plants need people to make their food? No. Poor plants, they don't have moms that'll make them grilled cheese sandwiches or chicken nuggets. They have to do all the work themselves in their little kitchens that they store in their leaves. Now let's look at the box with the flower in it. Do plants make their own food? Well, that was the whole theory of this lesson. Yes, plants make their own food. Excellent job, boys and girls. Join us for the next lesson where we're going to talk about how plants make their plants.